And I can draw. Welcome to a new video. Now this time what we're going to see is how to draw the female torso, the difference between the male and the female torso. So let's go. Okay, now look at the screen. What I have here on the screen right now is, well, a male torso that I kind of did like really quickly because, oh, well, I have to tell you this. I'm very sick, but I'm still doing this because I love you guys. So I have this male torso here, and well, the main difference between the male torso and the female torso is the width of the hips. Now, you have this male torso here. I'm going to work on it just a bit more. And well, let's say that you have here, the shoulders will be here, so the arms follow here, and at any moment the arms don't touch the hips because the width of the shoulder is a lot more wide than the hips. Now on the female body, this is not what happens. When you are drawing the female body, now I have this kind of like sort of bean shaped thing that I was doing before. So if you're going to do the female body, what you have to do is, instead of doing this box like I have right here, what you have to do is something wider. It had to be like this shape. And of course, because the width of the hips, the woman's hips are wider because, well, a baby has to go through it. And since they are wider, they give the body this hourglass shape that men don't have because their hips are like straight. In the case of women, it is not like that. So this is why when you're drawing girls, they have this shape, right? So you have like the pecs here. Yes, they have the breasts. The breasts are going to be in the next video, not on this one, so I'm going to do them like real quickly. And the rest of the muscles are pretty much the same. So the legs come here. And what I was talking to you about shoulder width is because, well, depending on who you ask, they will tell you that the width of the hips is just as wide as the torso with the shoulders, because also, you know, the girls seem to have like a little bit of a narrower rib cage. So if you do something that is like, it should be around, I don't know, here, if we do it like just a little bit skinnier, it should be somewhere around here or so. That doesn't look good at all. Well, it's not my best day, I'm sorry. But you get my point, right? Well, the thing about the shoulders doesn't really matter. What matters is that the hips are wider. And when you have to do them, you have to do this shape here. Now, when you're drawing, another difference that is about girls' hips is what happens in this particular shape. Now, I'm closing these two shapes. That is something that it doesn't usually happen because depending on the angle that you're drawing girls, and I'm going to show you right now, you can get something like this. Now, look at this drawing that I did before, just so I can show you. Is that the leg comes this way and this shape appears. Now this is not something that in any position or anything men have, because this is so pronounced and the hip is so wide, you will have a depression here. So depending on how the lighting is and the pose that the character is making, that this woman is making, you will have this shape here. That is something like when you're watching a lot of, if you watch like modeling campaigns or, well, actually just natural nude poses, you will see that shape appear a lot. And this is because of how the hip is wider. There's also the oblique muscles that participate in that shape. So the oblique muscles would be somewhere around here. And they're not separated from the overall shape of the hip, but they just become part of it. So that is the main difference. There is another thing that I want to show you about the female hip, and that is about how it curves on the back part. Now, this is a male back You see that this looks, you know, he has a nice tush. And it all, you know, you have this curve here for the back, and then it all just comes down like this. Now, if you're going to draw a woman, what you have to do, I'm going to try to do it fast and sloppy. You know, that's how I like it. But when you're drawing a woman, you don't actually do that. What you do is you bring this shape a little bit back. So you have here, you have the butt. If you want to see how to draw butts, there is a video on this channel. So you have, here's the breast, back, and you see that there is here where the ribcage ends and the hip begins, there is a break. And this break makes this two are the lines that define the curve of the hip from behind. Like in the man, it's just like this, and maybe it's just, if it is a really wide back, it goes a bit up, but in the girls, it's a lot more pronounced. So those are the things that I believe that you have to take into consideration when you're drawing girls. So first would be that the hip is wider. The second would be like this shape that I showed you, that just involves the hip and the thigh and the oblique muscles here on the hip. And the third is this curve that girls have. Now, I know that I made this video like really fast and really sloppily. I'm sorry, because, well, that's just, I'm not feeling very well. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Like if you like it, subscribe if you're interested in watching more. The next video is going to be about how to draw breasts and how not to draw just balloons attached to a chest. My name is Javi, and I can draw even when I feel just a bit sick, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!